Teach
Hey
me
there,
how
I'm
to
Ethan
love
Dyer, your
you
lead security and safety expert here.
the way that
Welcome
you
to this explainer.
deserve.
Look, today we're tackling something that is
Show me
literally
where
the
you
core of
need me.
everything we do, workplace safety.
Show me
Now, I
how
know
your
safety training
heart
can
works.
sometimes feel like a bit of a formality, right? But my goal today is to show you exactly why these standards
I'll
are the
meet you where
absolute
you
heartbeat of our
are.
success. We're going to take these complex
Teach
rules
me how to
and break them down
love
into
you.
simple, super memorable
And
concepts.
I'll
Let's get to
learn
it.
with all my
Safety isn't
heart.
just a protocol. It's the shield that
Tell me what
prevents daily
feels
operational
distant.
disruptions.
Tell me what
I
feels
say
safe.
this all the time,
Tell me
mostly
when I'm
because it is the
shutting down
absolute
and
truth. You know, we often think of safety rules as just keeping us from getting hurt, which obviously is paramount. But if you zoom out a bit, these protocols directly protect our company's daily workflow. Sure, they keep everyone secure, but they also keep the whole engine running smoothly. Without that shield, everything just stops. So, here is our roadmap for today. Number 1, workplace safety and you. Number 2, decoding complex workplace hazards. Number 3, immediate hazard reporting steps. Number 4, responsibility and drill support. And finally, number 5, the final safety challenge. Okay, let's dive into this. Section 1, workplace safety and you, the foundation of a secure environment. Let's paint a picture here. It's 8:42 a.m., out on the warehouse floor. The place is humming, forklifts are beeping, conveyor belts are moving, and productivity is literally at its peak. But just around a blind corner, there sits a single misplaced pallet of heavy industrial materials. Someone left it there just for a minute, totally outside the designated safe zone. Well, a forklift driver comes moving along at a normal pace, rounds that corner, swerves to avoid the unauthorized pallet, and bam, crashes right into a main structural support beam. In seconds, the entire warehouse has to be evacuated. Production stops entirely. The whole shebang ground to a halt. All because one simple protocol, keeping pathways clear, was completely ignored. And that warehouse scenario perfectly illustrates what we call an operational disruption. A severe breakdown in normal daily workflow and productivity caused by an unexpected, completely preventable safety incident. That pallet didn't just pose a physical threat, it caused a massive operational disruption. Strictly following safety protocols on the floor, that's exactly how we prevent these breakdowns from ever happening in the first place. Moving right along to Section 2, decoding complex workplace hazards. Simple analogies for complex rules. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how simple these rules actually are. Consider the Chemical Hazard Protocol, Standard 4B. Sounds pretty intimidating, right? It involves mixing specific solvents, maintaining precise temperature controls. But honestly, it is exactly like following a precise baking recipe. If you set your oven at home to 500 degrees instead of 350, you don't just get a burnt cake, you might get a visit from the fire department. Handling complex chemicals is exactly the same. Follow the exact steps in the exact order with the exact measurements, and you get a safe, perfect result every single time. No guesswork allowed. And you know, the exact same logic applies to our digital safety. Our cybersecurity access standard includes multi-factor authentication, complex rotating passwords, restricted server access, and yeah, I get it. It can feel kind of tedious to log in sometimes. But it is the exact equivalent of simply locking the front door of your house when you leave for work. I mean, you wouldn't leave your front door wide open for neighborhood raccoons or worse, right? Your passwords and digital protocols are quite literally the locks on our company's front door. It's just a basic everyday habit that keeps the intruders out. All right, Section 3, immediate hazard reporting steps. Actionable protocols for everyone. So knowing the hazards isn't enough. You've got to know exactly how to report them to maintain operational integrity. Here are the 3 immediate steps you need to memorize. Step 1, isolate the immediate area. If there's a spill, block it off immediately so no one walks through it. Step 2, alert a direct supervisor. Do not wait until the end of your shift for this. And step 3, submit a digital hazard incident report through your employee portal. That creates a paper trail so we can fix the root cause. So isolate, alert, submit. It is really that simple, guys, and it genuinely saves lives and protects our workflow. Let's look at Section 4, responsibility and drill support, building a safer culture together. Listen, during high-stress safety drills, or worse, a real emergency, panic is absolutely our biggest enemy. To properly support your coworkers, you need to guide disoriented colleagues to the nearest exits. You've really got to look out for each other. Keep all emergency pathways completely clear. Remember that warehouse story? Remain strictly silent during evacuations so you can actually hear supervisor instructions over the alarms. And finally, report your presence for the head count promptly once you're outside.
Your team leader literally cannot ensure you're safe if they don't know you're actually there. Which brings us to this. Your personal responsibility is the strongest building block of our collective security. A safe culture relies entirely on individual accountability. That means you following the rules, you reporting the hazards, and you looking out for the person standing right next to you. At the end of the day, we are only as strong as our most vigilant team member.
And that brings us to Section 5, the final safety challenge. Testing your protocol knowledge. Let's see what you remember. All right, here is your first review question. What is the very first step you should take when you spot a workplace hazard? Think back to that 3-step list we just reviewed. I'll give you a second.
Okay, the answer is isolate the immediate area. Before you do absolutely anything else, you have to make sure no one else can stumble into that danger zone.
Moving on to question number 2. How does adhering to safety protocols directly prevent daily operational disruptions? Try to think back to our core philosophy and that messy warehouse floor. The answer? By preventing those unexpected incidents that force workflow and productivity to a sudden grinding halt. Those safety protocols are what keep the engine running smoothly.
And here is your final review question for today. What simple, everyday analogy best explains our chemical hazard protocol? We compared Standard 4B to something you might actually do at home. Did you get it? It is exactly like following a precise baking recipe. Follow the steps exactly as written, and you avoid a total disaster.
So you now have the knowledge and the exact reporting steps to ensure our operational integrity. Every single time you log in securely or make sure a pathway is completely clear, you are acting as our shield. But I want you to ask yourself this. Tomorrow, when you're rushing to meet a deadline, are you going to take the extra 10 seconds to isolate a hazard, or will you just assume someone else will do it? The future of our workflow and, honestly, your safety depends entirely on that answer. Thanks so much for joining this explainer. Stay safe out there.